Speaking of betting markets, Teddy, overnight line movers, SBRodds.com, the single best place on the internet to check those odds sources. It never sleeps, Teddy's. We like to say these numbers are always moving around. And how about the Memphis Grizzlies? Line dropping early Friday action. They open up at +6, now going down to +4.5. If we take a look at this ball game tonight, over under 209, money line -220, +180. But for the Grizzlies and the Jazz, obviously Jazz, better team than the Grizzlies, but Grizzlies getting a little bit of home cooking here, Teddy.
Yeah, I mean, look, my power rating number was only 3.5 on the game, but I've been higher on Memphis than the general markets have been for the last couple of weeks. And frankly, the markets may be catching up as we see the money come on Memphis early on. Look, since the All-Star break, the Grizzlies just 3-4 straight up, but all 4 losses have been competitive by 6 points or less. They've been in every game. And you think about the bad teams after the All-Star break, well, the veterans are sitting and they're just trying to get young guys. No. That's not what's happening with Memphis right now. The veterans are contributing. You know, Jonas Valanciunas has been a monster for them. Joakim Noah off the bench has been huge. Mike Conley's playing great. Avery Bradley. These are veterans who've been around the league, who've played in the playoffs. They're all in Memphis right now. They're all playing well. I'm not surprised the Grizzlies took money in the overnight hours.
VCU having a really good 2-month stretch here. Opens up as high as 13 on Friday versus St. Joseph's out of Philadelphia. Line drops a little bit now, Teddy, but taking a look at the overall numbers now, creeping up a little bit higher, 12, maybe even a 12.5 out there, but 11.5s are covering the board. Over-under's risen at Chris offshore from 136.5, Teddy, up to 140. Here's my favorite part. One of the more over-analyzed, that the terminology that some people use in betting these games. It's senior night for VCU, last home game. Well, when you look at VCU, Teddy, they don't really have any seniors who even play a distinct amount of time here, but they are playing good basketball, double digits here. Last game of the season, not a ton on the line. If we take a look at like St. Joseph's or like a one-bid league, VCU should be able to handle the business, but can they get it done by double digits tonight?
Well, we've been talking about this theme a fair bit on that betting show in recent weeks. We talk about, why are these lines moving? Look, the trend is the other direction. VCU 9-2 against the spread their last 11. They've been huge moneymakers. But the markets on a broader level are not responding to trends. They're responding to this individual matchup. So, yes, VCU's been a moneymaker. And what's happened is the betting market, the odds makers have been adjusting them up, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Well, the market's saying it's a little bit too high right now, hence the money coming for the Joes. And let's not, St. Joe's has had a lot of success against VCU. How about 9-1 against the spread the last 10 meetings? Bill Martelli's a crafty guy, and VCU hasn't beaten St. Joe by this big of a margin since 2015. It's been a while. They've covered a double-digit spread against the St. Joe Hawks.
Yeah, when you look at VCU, Teddy, one of the things that we always look at them, that whole havoc pace, they're going to press full court. Keep in mind, St. Joseph's very limited on their turnovers, and that's the reason why probably 9 of the last 10 they've been able to cover. Keep control of the ball against that havoc defense. You should be able to do okay.